Hello, apologies for the technical difficulties we've been having. My name's Jack Tonkin. I am the website developer at ISSUP, the International Society for Substance Use Professionals. And our website and the Online Learning Hub there are how we access the online versions of the UPC and UTC courses. So hopefully everyone can see my my screen, and I'll jump straight in with showing you a little bit about the Online Learning Hub, how to request courses as a training provider, and then I'll demonstrate enrolling in a course as a trainee. So the Online Learning Hub is within the professional development section of the ISSUP website. You can see it's the first item in the list on the section homepage. And if we click into there, you can see that we've got a brief introduction and that we support two types of courses. We support instructor-led courses, which is what we're mainly talking about today, and also self-led courses, which my colleague Becky will speak about in a little while. Underneath the section on instructor-led courses, we describe the format a little bit more. This would also be where, if any courses are open to members of the public, there would be links explaining how to register for them. Mostly instructor-led courses so far have been closed, so there's a hidden page on the website with a URL that will be shared by the instructor or the training provider that users can go directly to enroll on the course or access it once they've enrolled. I'll demonstrate one of those pages later on. There's also some instructions about joining a course and a registration guide, which again explains about the fact that some courses are open and that there are publicly accessible links, and others are closed, and you'll have to receive a link to your course from your trainer or training provider. So in addition to that, once you're logged in as a training provider, which I've done in a separate tab already to save having to type the password, in the Online Learning Hub there are two more items in the menu. On the left hand side there's a course request form, and there's also a link to the list of scheduled courses. I'll just show you the scheduled courses briefly. This shows all the courses that have been scheduled on the system so far. We are hoping to update this page in the coming months so that it's easier to find your course. So there'll be more information about who's scheduled the course and when it's due to run, and we will start retiring past courses. Most of these are the pilot courses that ran last year. In order to request your course be set up on our course hosting platform, which is HealtheKnowledge, there's a page here with a request form. It goes over the details about the cost implications of running a hosted course if you don't already have a agreement in place to cover the costs. And then there's a simple form to fill in to request your course. It asks for the name of the trainer or trainers and their email address so that they can have a login on the on HealtheKnowledge, the hosting platform. You can add as many trainers as you like. There's a space for the coordinator's name and email address. That's usually the person who's filling in the form. You can choose which course you wish to train. So far, we have the first 3 courses from the UPC Managers and Supervisors series available, as well as the core course from the Practitioner series and the SOGI, the Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity course from the Specialized series. All 5 of the courses that are currently available are available in English and Spanish, and all the ones that are coming will be in English and Spanish soon after they launch, if not immediately. The start and end dates of the course and number of participants should be provided. Your training provider organization should already be in the list. You should select that. And there's also, we ask for an email address for the billing contact. When you submit that form, you'll get a page that thanks you for your submission, and an email is sent to our colleagues at HealtheKnowledge, who will be in touch to coordinate further on setting up your course and making sure you and your trainers have the correct access. There'll be further demonstrations later about trainer access to courses. Finally, I want to show you the process that the trainees go through to enroll on a course. So if I come to my next test user, they can navigate to I'm going to use one of the self-led courses because they're public and open for registration, but it's exactly the same for a trainer-led course on the ISSUP website. So I navigate to the list of courses and I can see that there is a button underneath to enroll. If I wasn't logged in, there would be a call to action for me to log in or join ISSUP in order to be able to get to this stage. I'll show you that afterwards. So once I click on enroll, I am asked to create a password for HealtheKnowledge. The system shares your email address for logging in and your name, but passwords are stored encrypted, so we have to ask you to set up a new password on the separate system. And I'm going to paste the one that I have and submit that, and I should then redirect to healthyknowledge.org where I can log in with the password that I've literally just set. There it's for. Yes, and I am taken to the course page. There is a very brief tour that shows me around the page, and I've got access to the course materials, and I can take the pre-test and proceed to the course introduction. What I'll also show you is if I go back to the ISSUP website and access the course pages again, it now knows that I have enrolled on the course and I can continue to access the course directly from ISSUP again. Finally, I wanted to show you that the course page for a trainer-led course is exactly the same as for a self-led course. On this tab, I'm not logged in at all. So you can see that there is a call to action at the bottom where I can log in or become a member to enroll on a course. The links to course pages are quite easy to identify, but you would usually share that via email or WhatsApp or some other means with the trainees for them to access this page. I think I've covered everything, so it's now time for me to hand over to my colleague at GCCC, Becky.
Okay. Olivia, I'm checking in to see if the correct screen is showing.
We can see it in presenter mode, so if you change the display settings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, thank you. I'm never quite sure with GoToWebinar. So, hello. Again, apologies for all of our difficulties in the beginning. So, I'm Becky Vaughn. I'm the Director of Global Center for Credentialing and Certification, or as we call it, GCCC, and I'm glad you've tuned in. I've been working in the field for over 40 years in public policy training, working with many service providers, so I'm happy to be with you today. But again, I'm very happy you tuned in because I love talking about the new self-led online curriculum and certification for professionals working in the field. So what exactly is an International Certified Addiction Professional, or ICAP? I'm glad you asked. Credentials and certifications mean different things in different countries, but we use the terms interchangeably. A credential or certification is issued by a third party with some kind of authoritative recognition and provides proof of an individual's qualification or competence in a given subject. GCCC is the credentialing arm of the Drug Advisory Program of the Colombo Plan. We set minimum standards, provide experience and training verification, along with appropriate exams so that governments and other employers know they are hiring and utilizing the most qualified professionals. This is what improves the likelihood of positive outcomes for individuals, families, and communities. GCCC offers 4 levels of certifications in treatment, each requiring different levels of education, training, and experience. Our prevention credential is in the piloting process. We will also be adding prevention specialty area endorsements as they are being developed with their own set of training and experience requirements, as well as an appropriate exam. Our recovery support credential is in the final updating process. Both of these will be available within the next 6 months. So let's look at the process. It's my experience that this always seems to start with passionate people, those people wanting to make a difference in the lives of others. Next, we require minimum education levels and training in substance use disorders. While there are many training curriculums that support addiction standards, you probably already know that the universal curricula has been developed by teams of international experts in the field of prevention, treatment, and recovery support, and that's what we're talking about today. The UC has traditionally been offered in an in-person setting, but as you've heard already, it is currently being converted to also be available in a self-led or trainer-led online version. So exactly how does this work? You've now learned from Jack about ISSUP's Online Learning Hub, so let's look a little more specifically at the self-led courses. Once you've enrolled, as Jack showed you, you will click here to be directed to HealtheKnowledge. as Jack was saying, if it's your first time, you'll see instructions, but we're going to on how to set up account and then log in, which will take you right to the courses. Please note the availability of technical support if you have any problems or questions during the process. Scrolling down, you'll find the introduction with some very important information that I want to highlight. This course is designed to be completed at your convenience according to your own timeline. That is one of the values of a self-led course. You can do it on however it works for you. For this course, we do ask that you take the pre and post test. Both tests will help you evaluate your retention of the course content while also providing us with some important data for continuous quality improvement. There are instructions before the modules and within the modules to help you move through the course. The system will save your position within the course, but each module must be completed before progressing to the next. This part is particularly important since I'm also talking about credentials and certifications, so I've highlighted it in red. If you wish to receive continuing education credit, which could then go toward a certification, you must complete the course assessment. The course assessment are the questions at the end of each module. You must obtain an overall score of 80% to receive the CE credit. If you do not take the assessment, it's no problem. You don't have to, but you will only see a completion message, not receive a completion certificate. And finally, for the best viewing experience, we recommend you take the course in Google Chrome. Continue scrolling to find out how to join an ISSUP UTC-1, the course we're looking at, network and communicate with others doing this course. Then move to click on the pretest. Below this, you'll see an outline of the course modules for your information. Please note, you will get a restricted message if you try to skip the pretest. As we said, this is very important. Now you're good to go. Click here. Make sure your settings allow pop-ups. Here are more functions, as I mentioned, including closed captioning, a list of all the slides, as well as a place to exit at any point. We recommend taking notes as you go along, just as you would with any other course you were taking, but you'll have opportunities to journal as you progress through the course. Turn up your volume, get set, click here to continue. Each course will give you an introduction of what to expect. It will list all the learning objectives up front. It will outline how the course is divided. Look for the yellow key icon because understanding key points will help unlock larger ideas. You'll see the reference book icon when you need to look up a definition. There will be opportunities to check yourself to see if you're understanding the material. The course will provide case studies along the way with real scenarios to put your knowledge into practice. Here you can build the e-journal I mentioned to include reflections, notes, and/or document your own goals and objectives. At the end, it will ask you for a self-assessment on the material with opportunities to return to certain sections for more review. This online version offers lots of versatility. As we said, it's self-led at your own pace. You do not have to go somewhere to take a course. You could do it as a group project or maybe as a staff in a center somewhere doing it together. It can be trainer supported. A trainer can do this with you to offer additional support, answer questions. It can also be used with a trainer in a hybrid model where certain courses are done online before you come together for an in-person training. And it also provides great resources as review material, let's say before you're ready to take the ICAP exam. So now we have our candidates trained, the professional process continues. Experience of working directly with clients and patients with substance use disorders is extremely important to an overall professional working in the field. The next step involves actually sitting for the exam. This exam is designed to assess individual knowledge and skills. Traditionally, people have traveled to a specific location at a specific time to sit for the exam, either in a paper and pencil version or in a computer center. But that's not always an option for everyone, especially during a pandemic. So we are now utilizing remote proctoring, allowing individuals to take the exam online at their convenience using a computer with a camera, much like you're using right now to join this webinar. Passing the exam completes the professional process to obtain an ICAP credential, and the cycle continues. But it actually never stops. Continuing education keeps professionals up to date on the latest modalities, along with providing services to broaden the clinical experience, allows the professional to be prepared for renewal of the credential every 3 years without having to take another exam. GCCC has certified just over 1,900 ICAP professionals in 73 countries. So hopefully by now I've convinced you of the importance of ICAP. What's the next step? We have designed our process to be as user-friendly as possible. All the needed information can be found at our website, globalccc.org, including a how-to video and our customer service portal to apply. I promise it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, gather your documents. Document your training with certificates and/or university transcripts. Document your clinical experience with a letter from the supervisor. Complete the application and upload all the supporting documents. And finally, sign and upload the GCCC Code of Ethics. Once approved, step 2 includes payment of the exam fee. This can also be done through our customer service portal. Step 3 includes an email that will go out with instructions on how to schedule the exam with a live proctor who will watch the test taker remotely. I can't see you, but if you're still here listening to me, here's how I picture you. True heroes of the community, ensuring that we have a trained workforce. Thank you for what you are doing. And thank you for continuing to be fearless and ready to take on the next new challenge in this ever-changing world. Thanks for your time and attention. Here are all the ways to connect with us. Reach out. As I said, we love talking about certifications and the new online curriculum.
Hi everyone, I hope I am audible this time. I am Lay Labrador and I'm a UPC Master Trainer from the Philippines. So earlier, Jack and Becky showed to us a bit about how to access the HealtheKnowledge platform using the with the view of the participants. This time, I'm going to walk you through the course navigation in the HealtheKnowledge for instructors. So what are the main tasks and HealtheKnowledge features for the instructors on this platform? So we're going to watch 2 videos that will help us understand how to do the following. First, viewing the participant list, sending a message to participants, monitoring participants' activity completion, We have grading or giving feedback to participants' activities, checking forum responses, downloading resources for trainers, reaching out to the 24-hour HealtheKnowledge Helpdesk technical support, and lastly, how to download participants' grades and scores. So let's now watch these videos.
Hello, and welcome to this brief tutorial for instructors and coordinators of the Universal Curriculum Series on HealtheKnowledge. This video will walk you through some of the key elements that you will do as an instructor in this course. To start with, we will show you how to identify and find participants in your course. To do this, you will come over here. You can expand out this menu here on the right. We're going to have you click on participants. You will see here for this demonstration, we are using the participants list from a previous course. And this is where you will find all of your participants. Here, you can see when they last accessed the course and their role in the course. This is where you will also go to send any kind of message to participants. You can select an individual, as you can see here, by clicking on the left. Or if you want to send a message to everyone, you click the top button and you'll see everyone is marked. Scroll down to the bottom and it will say, with the selected 54 users, I would like to, do you want to send a message? If you say send a message, they will receive that message not only in their email, but it will also be in their message drawer up here in when they log in. You can also add a note that they will view when they come in. If you say send a message, it will take you to a place where you can send a message. Again, this is a simple message, maybe welcoming everyone to the course initially, or maybe you want to send a message to an individual student that you see has not logged in a while or is not completing assignments. Another task that you will probably do often is viewing the student's progress through the course. To do that, you're going to come here within your course and click the Actions menu. It's this little cog, and you're going to click More. And you will see this will take you to some different information. You're going to click Reports, and then Activity Completion Report. When you click this Activity Completion Report, you will see that you will be taken to a dashboard where all of your students are shown. It's very easy. You can see here at the top are all of the assignments or activities that are tracked for completion in the course. And you can see as each student completes it, a blue check mark will appear for that student. This is a good way, as you can see, as you're hosting your course, students progress through the course. And you can see those students who may be lagging behind and maybe you would want to send a message to ensure that they are able to log in, haven't encountered any difficulties, or if they need any assistance in the course. If you have a long list of students, you can filter them up here using the first name and last name filter. Maybe you're looking for a student with the first name that starts with D, and you will see this will filter your students to make it easier for you to see their progress in the course. If you have a lot of activities, as this course does, you can use the scroll bar to see them all the way to the end. Again, this is a good place for you to go and get a snapshot and a picture of how all of your students are progressing through the course. Another task that you as instructors or teachers will be doing within this course is grading assignments submitted by your students. To do that, we will come in this course to Module 2, which is where we will find the first assignment activity in this course. You will notice assignment activities have Assignment 1, and as a teacher, you're going to click on this assignment activity. Then, to locate all of these submissions, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see a grading summary. You'll see how many participants are in your course, 33, and how many have submitted to date. In this example, we have 26 students who have submitted an assignment. As the teacher, you can start by just viewing all submissions, and this will take you to a view where you will see a list of all the students. Again, you can filter by name using the filter at the top, but you can see again a dashboard of all of the students, and you can see if they have submitted an assignment or not. Once you're ready to grade the assignment, you are just going to click the grade button. You can see this assignment has already been graded, but to grade an individual assignment, you're just going to click grade, and it will walk you through, and you can view the assignment that they submitted here on the left. You can add comments if you would like here that the student can see if you want to give some feedback. You can also then give the grade, and it will tell you grade out of 100 or whatever the grading scale is, and you're going to give a grade. And then this is where you can give that final feedback to the student. When you're done, you're just going to hit save, or you can click save and show next, and it will take you to the next submitted assignment that is waiting to be graded. Another task that you as instructors or teachers or coordinators may be doing within the course is tracking and engaging students in the various forums located throughout the course. For this example, we are going to return to the course Module 1. You will find various forums located throughout the course. For this example, we are going to look at the first forum, what is your experience? After clicking on the forum, you'll be taken to the forum where you can view all of the posts that people have added. So this is where all your students have read the question posed to them and posted their response. You can also see how many people replied. You can see this, for example, this post has 1 response to it. As an instructor, you can pin or star a particular discussion. Pinning would move it to the top, and star would put a star next to it. If you would like to get a summary report, you're going to click up on the cog within the forum, and you're going to come to Forum Summary Report. When you click that forum summary report for each forum, again, you will see a table that will give you a nice snapshot of all the individuals who have posted. You can see their name on the left, and then it'll tell you number of times they've posted in this discussion, number of times they've replied to another person's discussions, if they've uploaded any attachments, and views that that person's discussion has had. You can also export posts. Again, this may be an opportunity for you to identify students who may be falling behind or not engaging in the course. And again, you could go back to that participants list and send them a note to check in and see how their experience is going. You can also, once you're in this forum summary report, easily switch from all the forums in one place. So maybe you've checked forum 1 and maybe you want to see how are people engaging in a different forum. You would just select and you would again see this report for a different forum here. Again, this is a way for you to view individuals' participation in the forums. While those are some of the main activities you will do as an instructor, you are also expected to respond to students when they reach out with questions on the content. However, if you have students experiencing technical difficulties, you can direct them to reach out to our 24-hour help desk. The link is located in the footer of every page, along with an email address they can contact. You will also find resources for trainers. This module is hidden from the students and available only to trainers. Here you will find your instructions manual, as well as information for your first synchronous session that you will be leading. Additional resources, depending on the course you are instructing, will be located in the same module. We hope you enjoy leading this course on Healthy Knowledge. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out via the email located in the bottom, help@healthyknowledge.org, or again, our help desk specialists are available to assist you as well. Thank you.
One important feature of the HealtheKnowledge platform that instructors or trainers need to know is how to download the grades or the scores of the participants. Usually, we need the pre-test and the post-test scores to be included in our training report. So to do that, go to the left side of your panel, look for the word grades, click that, and it will lead you to the grader report page. On top, you will see this grader report box. Click that. And for instance, you want to download the grades in Excel spreadsheet format. So scroll down and under Export, click Excel spreadsheet. It will then lead you to this page where you have the list of activities in the entire course. So if you scroll down, you will see all of those activities with the check marks already there. And if you want all of those scores, simply go down and look for the word download to download all of those scores. But for example, if you just need the pre-test and the post-test scores, you need to uncheck all of these boxes. To do that, click Select All or None here. And I will scroll back up so that I can just extract the pre-test and the post-test scores. So just click those two items, scroll back down, click Download, and it will then lead you to this dialog box where you will choose the locator in your computer where you want to save the file. So for example, I want to save it on my desktop. Click Desktop and click Save. When you're done saving that file, then you can look for it in your computer, and there you have it, the data that you need for your class. Thank you very much and hope this helps.
Susan, I think is having some connection difficulties, so if you're okay to proceed.
Okay, so thank you, Lei, for taking us through the perspective of a supervisor or the instructor. So now I'm going to, and as she is indicating that you can find those instructor videos in the link that she has provided. She will also be putting it on the chat so that if you need to reflect on it, then you will be able to access the videos. So now I also want to bring to your attention some of the tools that are very important for somebody who has been an instructor. And my name is Susan Maua, and I'm also a global master trainer on UPC, and I'm from Kenya. So what are some of the tasks, as we have also seen in the in the previous section? We need to monitor the involvement of and also track progress of participants on the Moodle. And then because instructor-led has synchronous and asynchronous sessions, when we have the synchronous sessions, then as the trainer or instructor, you are also responsible for holding these sessions, conducting them, and ensuring the participants are actually attended to. Then the forums, as has been mentioned in the video, we also have a responsibility of following on the forums. Sometimes initiate or respond to questions that come, or even the responses that participants have given. It's also very important for us as instructors to respond to participant doubts and concerns in a timely manner. So whereas we indicate that if they have questions on content, then they should, those questions should be directed to the instructor. And when it is questions that are related to the tech, then they should contact the help desk. But I can tell you, more often than not, the first go-to person that participants will come to is the instructor. So responding to those and even directing them. You also give feedback to the tasks, whether they are forums, they are videos, they are readings. If it shows that they haven't read, then again, and sometimes they don't understand why you can't move to the next level, it's because they have not completed. So even that we still respond to. We also check on quality control. As Lei has mentioned, we do the pre and post-test analysis, so you will also check on that. The module evaluations, some of them are self-grading, but others are not. And so that is why we also have a role to grade the assignments. So the good thing about the assignments is that there are rubrics that are already provided. So it means that you grade and while adhering to the rubrics. And of course, it is still your role to prepare the final report that puts together everything. So I'm just going to show you, in addition to what has been presented, I'm going to show you some of the useful tools. And I would want to bring your attention to the help desk, which had already been mentioned here. So you direct the participants. But sometimes, again, because of the time zones, you find that the response may not come as quickly, and participants are eager to move on. At the point when they sit down and they want to do this, they want to move on. So Helpdesk is one very useful tool. So just assuring them that it could be the time differences and they will be attended to. Now, the other thing that is key still on this page, you can see, is the Get the Moodle app. Yeah, the mobile app is very, very crucial for you as an instructor, because once you load it, you download it and it's on your phone, you can still attend to the participants even if you are on the go. So that means once you load this on your phone, you will be able to access whichever trainings that you have. You can see, you can send messages, as we had seen, you can send messages directly to participants or even to a group. So all that is, you can still be able to do at the touch of the button. The other one that is very key for us as instructors is the notifications. So you can see you on your phone, you can actually put the notification preferences. So you can see on the web and also on the email, if you turn the online on and also the offline on, then it means that remember, we are working towards timely response to participant questions. So in as much as we provide, we schedule meeting times, you will find that at the point, because a lot of it is self-paced, you'll find that a lot of the time participants are working at their own discretion, and therefore at the point when they are working, they would actually, if they have any questions, then they would want to ask, and therefore use of notifications becomes very useful. If you turn all this on, then it means that if there is a message that gets to your email, you will get a notification. If it is on the web, you will get a notification. So it means that if it's something that you can handle on the phone, you will be able to do that in real time. If it is something that requires that then you go to your laptop, then you can see you already get the notification, and therefore you can easily respond. So those are tools that I found very useful, in addition to the other things that we have been told, so that you can easily, because as instructors we are also engaged in other things, so it means that you can easily reach out to participants and respond to them. So thank you so much for joining us in this particular session.
Right, thank you. Hello everyone again. My sincere apologies due to some technical difficulties that I faced at my end. I was not able to deliver the welcome address on behalf of Dr. Natalie Palaboke, Acting Director of the Colombo Plan Drug Advisory Program, nor was I able to do a proper introduction of the panelists. I suppose when we are on an online platform, sometimes we face technical difficulties such as this. Nevertheless, let's proceed as planned. So thank you very much to our esteemed panel of presenters, Jack, Becky, Lei, and Susan, for sharing your insights on and experiences with online courses. I have been trying to see whether there are any questions on the question pane, but I am not seeing any at the moment. Perhaps you might want to take a few minutes to put your thoughts together and post the questions in the question pane. We'll wait for you. So in the meantime, let me just provide an additional information which I think might be useful. If you are a training provider or know of any training provider who may wish to make a training request, you might want to know, you might wish to know that there is a course that is required if you want to make a training request to conduct an online course. The total cost for one online, the cost or the expenses for one online course is approximately $700 US. This is primarily the cost for HEK, or the Healthy Knowledge. So just a simple breakdown. For creating an instance of the course, it is $100 US. For the student fee, it is $14 US per student, plus 30% of the student costs for admin costs. So if you have a maximum of 30 students, the total cost will be 150 plus 420 plus 126, which is $696 US. So this is just the cost for hosting an online course. Right. I think you would be able to see that Olivia has very kindly posted on the chat the regional coordinators for training providers for Asia, for Europe and Central Asia, for Africa, for Latin America, for the Caribbean, for the Middle East, for Canada, and the United States. So kindly take note that if you have any questions specific to the region, you can actually write and contact the regional coordinators whose emails are actually there in the chat as well. Right. In the time we have left, perhaps we can call upon our panelists to give us a 30-second summary of their main points. So shall we start with Jack, followed by Becky and Lei, and then ending with Susan? Right, so take it away, Jack.
Joe, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, just to reiterate, we would like you to give a 30-second summary of the main points from your presentation, Jack.
Yes, of course. So all of the interaction with the Online Learning Hub starts off at the ISSUP.net website. Training providers can access their existing trainings and can request new trainings via that site, and also should send trainees to ISSUP.net in order to enroll and access their trainings. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. So would Becky like to come on and give us a 30-minute summary of the main points?
Excuse me, I am always happy to talk about one of my favorite subjects, so I will do my best to do it in 30 seconds. Basically, if you want to reduce the demand for drugs, the best way to do that is to make sure that prevention, treatment, and recovery support services are available. The best way for them to be the most effective services that they can be is to ensure that we have a trained workforce. We now have curricula available so that people can get trained. And most important of all of this is to make sure that trained workforce is certified to demonstrate that they know what they're doing. This is how we get the best possible outcomes. So thanks to the US State Department, the Colombo Plan, DAP, GCCC, all of our partners working together to make sure that we have all of those things in place, because that is how we will truly work to solve the problem of untreated addiction. Thanks again for tuning in.
Thank you, Becky. Right, can we have Lay now for some closing words?
Hello again, everyone. Earlier in the videos, we saw the different features of the HealtheKnowledge platform for instructors. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but with practice, and of course, there's a 24-hour help desk support of the platform, you'll be able to make it as instructors. Just keep an open mind and keep practicing. So thank you so much for tuning in today.
Right, thank you, Lay. Susan?
All right, so, all right. Thank you everyone for who have logged in so that you can hear what this instructor-led training is about. And I can tell you with the tools that are there, I just mentioned a few. Having notifications on your phone, downloading the Moodle app so that you on the go you are still able to reach your participants, and most importantly, you know, just being able to connect with them and respond within a good time, especially because people work at different times and also the time zones. So I would really encourage you to take part, even when there are challenges like today, you know, connectivity. Sometimes when it rains, there are all those issues, but you are still able to do this training. And it is something that I would encourage people to do, because from the comfort of your office or your home, you're still able to, you know, conduct trainings and also participate in the trainings. So thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you, Susan. And a big thank you, panelists, for your closing words. They really provide us with a sense of direction moving forward. Just before we leave this webinar, please be reminded that if you would like to speak with us further, just drop a note into the question pane with your email address and we will reach out to you via email. Of noteworthy mention is that we have plans in the pipeline to meet with you on a scheduled basis to further strengthen our networking, as well as give you the opportunity to share your training experiences for both in-person and or online courses with your fellow trainers. In addition, we have also plans to open a sandbox for you to practice in. And we will keep you posted, be rest assured of that. On a final note, after you leave today's webinar, you will receive an email from GoToWebinar with a link to an evaluation form, your certificate of participation, and the webinar session recording. So do keep an eye out for these. On behalf of ISSUP, Colombo Plan and CICAD, and our organizers and panelists, thank you once again for your time and attention. Have a good rest of the day. See you again on another platform in the near future. Thank you.